Time to make some money. Once again, let's welcome in Jeff Yastine, the Director of Financial Newsletters for Newsmax. All right, Jeff, let's go ahead and check out what's happening on Wall Street. I see green numbers so far.
Yeah, for a change, we have the Dow up around 75 points or so, S&P 500 up 7, NASDAQ up 2. It's been a seesaw day. The Dow was down as much as around 100 points and up as high as 240 when it became apparent that oil prices, which started the morning down around $53.50 a barrel, which was a new multi-year low, then turned around and rocketed higher to around $57 a barrel, now backed off to around 56. So it shows you how much synchronization is going on right now between what oil prices are doing, reflecting those moves also in the stock market.
Two things on the oil prices here. It was a high this year, just back in June, $115 a barrel. Now it's below 59. But I'm reading here a quote from one of the London-based oil brokers saying the trend remains down. It is not advised to be long. Is that a hint that we're going to see the oil prices start to rise again, or what exactly are they pointing to, do you think?
Well, I think what they're repeat that back to me, because I hadn't heard that particular comment is saying it's not
that's
advised
okay.
to be long.
That's okay. I want to make sure that you hear this again because this was interesting. This is a technical analyst and director at London-based oil broker PVM Oil Associates saying the trend remains down. It is not advised to be long. Are we to take that then that they're guessing that this might end sooner or later, or does that just come out of nowhere?
Well, technical analysts, they're looking at charts. So if the trend is pointing down to them, you don't argue with that. But also, I'll say, you know, when you look at the amount of confidence that's still out there among the fracking drillers who work in the North Dakota and those places versus guys who've worked for years in places like Texas, where they've been through lots of booms and busts, you have to wonder if a lot of the frackers are a little more optimistic, and they should not be as optimistic given the price actions that we're seeing so far.
There you go. It's always something to watch. All right, let's watch this now. The Russian economy is falling apart. 11% the ruble has dropped. This is the worst financial crisis since 1998. Where do we go from here? I mean, this does seem like this economy may just collapse any day now.
At some point, you have to wonder if Vladimir Putin isn't going to put out some sort of an olive branch of some kind, or make some sort of a move that changes things around. You'd think that he'd almost have to, or at some point he's going to be, you know, overturned by his own people at some point down the road. But yeah, overnight, the Russian central bank, trying to stem this decline in the ruble, this flight of currency out of the country, they raised interest rates from 10% to 18%. Imagine that happening here. You know, it's amazing. But that did not halt the decline in the ruble. And at the same time, we now have the Obama administration. They seem to be indicating that they're going to sign new sanctions that are coming out of Congress on Russian defense companies that are doing a lot of the work in the Ukraine and Crimea, and as well as arming and doing more efforts to put arms in the hands of Ukrainian rebels. So,
all right.
Again, it doesn't look good for Russia at this moment.
Which some people would actually smile at, but that's another story. Here we go. Good news for the holiday season. Amazon is extending their holiday shipping deadlines. Everybody, all of a sudden, you hear this big, just a relief, because they're saying it'll all be there by Christmas. Good news, at least we hope.
Yeah, definitely. And it shows that there's still a great deal of expectation that the Christmas season will be a good one for retailers who are well positioned. And frankly, Amazon needs it because their stock is down around 30% from year-ago levels. So I think they're really looking and hoping and praying for a good Christmas.
All right, and very quickly, 30 seconds here. The U.S. housing starts are falling, but the trend still says that it's in a recovery, correct?
Yeah, because if you look at housing starts from through the first 11 months of 2013 versus the first 11 months of this year, this year it's running 8% over year-ago levels. So again, the trend is a good one for housing thus far.
So here's the end result from today. It's a good day to go ahead and buy gas. Don't invest in anything that's Russian. Think about a house, and oh yeah, by the way, don't worry about your packages getting there in time for Christmas. See?
I think that's a pretty good summary there, Ed.
Jeff, there you go. That makes everybody easy. Here's easy, too. Go to Newsmax.com, click on Money, go to Money News. 24/7, you can find out exactly what's happening thanks to Jeff Yastine and the entire team here at Newsmax. Jeff, thanks so much, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, 70 years ago on this day, the beginning of what Adolf Hitler hoped was the end for the Allies. But when the snow cleared, it was the German dictator who began to understand his own days were numbered. That's coming up next, right here on MidPoint.